What's going on, guys? Get123 here with more Grand Theft Auto 5, and today we are talking about new features in Grand Theft Auto 5. Now, these were announced just about 4 or 5 days ago, so don't mistake this for me saying like, oh, here's some news, you guys haven't heard this yet. I assume a lot of you have heard it, but this is more of an analysis of it and how it's going to affect us, just to get you guys thinking a little bit. And if you haven't heard about this yet, well, great for you, you're going to be hearing it right now. But yeah, we're basically going to be talking about these new things, and just think of gameplay scenarios and how these things are going to affect us. So let's get started. So, all of this information is from an Asian gaming magazine, and at this point, this is all pretty much legitimate to us. We have no reason to really not believe it. So, starting at the top of the list here, here's the first thing. The special abilities of each character can be activated with the R3 or L3 buttons on your controller. Now, that's not anything too big, but it's good to know. You know, personally, I was wondering how we would be using these special abilities, and the R3, L3 buttons seem to be good choices, because previously they were used as, like, crouching and stuff like that, so whatever. Second on the list, Franklin's career as a criminal begins at the very bottom, restoring cars for Armenian immigrant named Simeon Yataria. So, that's kind of where he starts out, and obviously he's going to work his way up when he starts working with Michael and Trevor, but that is just kind of the beginning of the story. Now, guys, this is where things start to get really exciting, really interesting. Number 3, ATMs can be used to check the balance of the protagonists. Now, that's very cool. I'm not totally sure how this is going to work, though, because previously the money was always displayed in the top right-hand corner, and as we could see from the gameplay trailer, that's also how it is. But maybe there will be different types of accounts or something like that, but ways to utilize these ATMs, because clearly we've seen them in the screenshots and everything, and we've also heard rumors of being able to rob people at ATMs, so that'll be cool. Number 4, you can pick up hitchhikers on the road and leave them at their ideal destination. Guys, when I heard this one, I kind of freaked out a little bit, I'm not gonna lie. I can see it now driving as Trevor in my hillbilly truck and seeing a guy hitchhiking on the side of the road. That guy's biggest mistake is going to be getting in the car with meth addict Trevor. You know, like, I would not take a ride from Trevor, but I cannot wait to pick people up as him and take them out to the middle of the woods and just do awful, awful things to them, and leave their body for dead for the wolves and the deer, even though deer don't eat people, but you know what I mean. Number 5, playing as Michael, the ATMs can be robbed within a mini-game. So that's like what I was just saying. That sounds like it's going to be character-specific to Michael. You won't be able to do that as Franklin or Trevor, because we know that certain characters will have specific missions and mini-games that only they can do. So I'm okay with that, you know, that sounds cool. Maybe you'll be able to also hack ATMs or things like that. Up next, the internet cafes have been removed from the game. Instead of cyber cafes, you can access the internet through your mobile phone. You can browse social networks or even watch videos. Once again, this is something that's been rumored for a long time. Ever since we've seen the introduction of the iFruit phone, that's basically the smartphone replacing the iPhone, Apple's iPhone. And people have been talking about internet and even social networks and stuff like that. And this seems to be confirmation of it. The internet cafes, in my opinion, were kind of stupid. Well, not stupid, I don't know. They're kind of silly to go into and kill the people using the computers and really trash the internet cafe, you know, like punch all the computers. But it'll be more convenient on the smartphone. And the social networks will be really cool. I'm hoping we can customize the profiles for Franklin, Trevor, and Michael, and set our own profile pictures. Maybe you can even take pictures with your smartphone this time around. Up next, you will be able to drill a hole in a gas tank, drive the car into a group of enemies, then run and set the trail on fire to blow up the car. Guys, that is also one of the most exciting things to me in this game. Ever since we saw the screenshot of Trevor holding a gas can, I've been wondering, will we be able to leave gas trails and ignite them? And this seems to be confirmation of that. I can only imagine, like, leaving a gas trail on the sidewalk that all the pedestrians are going to walk over, and they're not going to really notice it. It's just going to be like a wet line. They might think it's water or whatever, you know? And then just light it and watch a whole line of pedestrians ignite. Or in this car, as it says, blowing up a car into a group of enemies. That's going to be very useful in missions and just gives us more choices and opportunities of how we want to complete missions and kill the people that we have to kill. Up next, as previously confirmed, hundreds of accessories available to customize your pet. 100 sounds like a bit much. I hope this is all accurate information. As I said before, there's no reason for it to really not be. it's all been regarded as pretty true in the Grand Theft Auto community as far as I know. But hundreds of accessories, like I said, seems like a lot, but hey, that's good. And it uses the word pet, so that tells us that we will be able to have dogs and things like that. You know, I'm thinking things like collars, leashes, little like what is the little jingly things that hang from their collars, like name tags and stuff like that. Maybe even sweaters. How funny would it be to put a Christmas sweater on Chop and walk him around in the middle of summer and then sick him on somebody and just have him devour that person? Up next, your dog can die or get lost. You can buy a new pet in pet stores spread over Los Santos. It remains unclear whether Chop is a temporary pet as opposed to a permanent character in the game. Personally, I'm going to say a permanent character in the game. I mean, he's really been established as so. You know, he's been in the early screenshots, we saw him in a trailer, and still in more screenshots, and even the newest trailer. So he's almost like as established as Michael or Trevor at this point, you know? Like, we've been seeing him for a long time, so maybe he'll be more like a Lamar, which is more like a side character, but I think he's in there for keeps. As far as all the other pets go, that'll be really cool. Maybe you can even get like a cat. Who knows where they'll draw the line on the pet store. As we know, pet stores have tons and tons of animals that you can buy. Tons of different types, from birds to lizards to cats to dogs to ferrets, hamsters, guinea pigs, all that stuff. So where are they going to draw the line? That is my question. That'll be definitely interesting to see. So, nearing the end of the list, we're in the final 3 things here. You can hunt animals and sell the meat that you obtain to factories and farms, which are later bought by Burger Shot. Now, that was really interesting to me, and I thought it was kind of weird, like, so you're telling me I can go into the woods, kill a deer, and sell the meat to a farm, and so Burger Shot's gonna buy my deer meat, my venison? Are they gonna start selling venison burgers? You know, that seemed kind of weird to me. The only real meat that a burger place would sell is like chicken and cows. So, you know, we know that there are farms in the game. Will we be able to go into somebody's farm, start shooting up all their cattle, you know, and take all the meat and make money from it by selling it to Burger Shot, even though it is definitely stolen, illegally obtained meat? I don't know. You can leave your car parked on the street, but if you receive a parking ticket, a tow truck will tow it away. It is possible to recover your vehicle by paying the fine. Now, this one is as good as confirmed. In a recent interview, CVG talked to one of the guys from Rockstar, and he confirmed that if you lose a customized car, you will have to pick it up from an impound lot and pay a fine. So this one sounds pretty legitimate. But that sounds cool to me, that there are actually parking laws, you know, because we've never really had to consider where we park. You know, it can be on the sidewalk, whatever, but, you know, we can get tickets for nudging into a cop. You know, we'll get 1 wanted star, yet we can park our car, like, inside of a restaurant. You know, that didn't really make sense to me, so it sounds like they're fixing that, and that is good. And the whole parking ticket thing adds, you know, importance to money in Grand Theft Auto. Rockstar told us that they want to put tons of importance on money this time around. Well, that's exactly what they're doing by putting in parking tickets, you know? We're going to be more limited with money, and getting a parking ticket's going to be like, oh shit, now I got to pay my fine, and also get my car from the impound lot, but you know what, that makes it more realistic and makes it, just puts more importance on money, as I've been saying. And the final thing on the list, there are underwater exploration missions. They're considered by Rockstar as a... what? Okay, this is translated from a different language. That part doesn't even make sense. The important thing is there are underwater exploration missions, which isn't really that big of news to us. I guess we kind of knew that. Ever since we saw the submarine and the whole underwater thing, we knew that there had to be missions that would take us underwater. Otherwise, why would they add the underwater? You know, they're not going to add it and not give us missions, so that's not really too new, but it is awesome nonetheless. So guys, tell me which part of all this information is most exciting to you, and tell me what are your ideas, from the, you know, picking up the hitchhikers, to robbing ATMs, to being able to buy pets, and even leave gas trails, and drill holes in gas tanks, and blow things up. Oh my gosh, guys, this is awesome. So please tell me what you think in the comments below, and stay tuned for more Grand Theft Auto 5 in the future, guys. I've got a lot of stuff planned with the release, so subscribe if you're not already, and thank you for watching.